following the classes and you are able to do some. Okay, chalo. Let us try to go for the next question, beta. A very good question. Ready question there, beta. Three rods of equal lengths. Three rods. Did I told you what you call a binomial expansion formula, beta? 1 plus x to the power of your n. If x is very, very small, this can be approximated to 1 plus n into your x. In thermal
Yes.
expansion, I made a box and told you, I hope so.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? If it is minus 1 by x power of your minus n, this can be taken as of your 1. This one is nothing but of your plus. This one is minus of your n into your x. That means this is approximated to your 1 minus of your n into your x. What's in that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo. Read this question, beta. Three rods of equal length. Three rods of equal lengths. Three rods of equal lengths are joined to form an equilateral triangle, or joined to form an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle ABC. ABC. Stop. D is the midpoint of AB. D is the midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB. The coefficient of linear expansion is alpha 1. The coefficient of linear expansion is alpha 1 for AB, and alpha 2 for AC, and alpha 2 for AC and BC. AC and BC. First, if the distance DC remains constant, if the distance DC remains constant, for small change in temperature, for small change in temperature. Okay. Then given options are alpha 1 is equals to alpha 2. Alpha 1 is equals to 2 times of alpha 2. Third one is alpha 1 is equals to 4 times of alpha 2. Fourth one is alpha 1 is equals to 1 by 2 times of alpha 2. The triangle is given something like this. This is your equilateral triangle. And here somewhere there is a midpoint that is nothing but of a capital D. This is the point A, this is point B, and this is your point C. Coefficient of linear expansion of this one is alpha 1, this one is alpha 2, and this one is of your alpha 2. Now try to understand the question better first. Very good question. Did anyone get any idea? Very good question for competitive examination, beta. Is my voice audible, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No one is responding then? Three rods of equal lengths are joined to form an equilateral triangle ABC. D is the midpoint of your AB. The coefficient of linear expansion is alpha 1 for your AB and alpha 2 for your AC and as well as of your BC. The distance DC is remaining for me same. It means this distance, whatever we are trying to take right now here, this is always remaining same. That is, say for example, some H. Okay. If all the distances are same, you know that if this is your L, this will become for me L by 2. All the sides are same, na? So this is L, this is L, this should also be L. That means from center, it will become for me L by 2. So from the figure, I can write from the given condition, H will be equal to how much, beta? H will be equal to, can anyone tell me what is the value of your H? This side will be equal to how much for me? Pythagoras theorem apply yesterday. This will become for me your H square is equals to your H square is equals to L square minus L square divided by 2 square, that is nothing but 4. Can I write like that? From Pythagoras theorem, beta, this one. L square is equals to how much for me? Pythagoras theorem. L by 2 whole square plus H square. So H square is equals to L square minus L by 4 whole square. Is this step clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? As the temperature is very, very small part of relation. So at small temperature or at a small change in temperature. When there is a small change in temperature, this DC is remaining for me same. That means it is not going to change. That means H square will be equal to your how much? H square. This is not going to change, but this one and this one are going to expand. So L can I write in terms of your expansion, beta? Because that is nothing but of your final length. So that will become for me your L into this one is 1 plus for your L part of relation, if I'm writing, that is nothing but alpha 2 into delta theta, and this will become for me totally whole square. Can I write like that? L is nothing but of your what? Expansion, final length anukundam. After giving a small change in the temperature, there is change in the length, but H will remain for me same. So L2 is equal to how much for me? L into 1 plus alpha 2 into delta T whole square. Is this step clear for everyone? Minus, again same relation. So this will become for me how much right now? This will become for me your L into 1 plus alpha 2 into delta theta divided by, if I take 2 here and square it totally. So this will become for me L square, and this 2 square is nothing but 4 only. Is this step clear? Is this step clear, beta? Step clear ain't Children. As the temperature is very, very small, so in this one I can write L square to be common. This is L square into, this will become for me, this one is nothing but of your 1 plus alpha 2 into, as delta theta is very small, so I can multiply that 2 term here right now. That will become for me 2 times of alpha 2 into delta theta, because this total term is very, very small. Minus this one is nothing but of your L square by 4 is nothing but of your out into 1 plus, again this square is also very small, so 2 times of alpha 2 into your delta T. Is this step clear for everyone? Idendi for the rod L by 4 kada, ante alpha 1 aitundi. Alpha 2 in the question. This is alpha 1 and this one is also your alpha 1. And this L is nothing but for here, so for this one alpha is nothing but alpha 2. Is the step clear, beta? Shall I tell you once again? See, L value I've written right now. So I hope you know how to write the value of your L. So final length L2 is equals to your L1 into 1 plus alpha into change in temperature. That value I've written here right now. L2 is equals to your L into 1 plus alpha 2, because for this one it is alpha 2 delta T whole square. Temperature is very small. That means if you are multiplying any term with a very small quantity, that value will become for me still smaller. So this is in the form of a binomial expansion 1 plus x to the power of your n. So this 2 will come inside. So it is 2 alpha 2 into delta T minus this one is L square. This one is square of L square by 4 into 1 plus this one is nothing but 2 alpha 1 into your delta T. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Can I still simplify this one? H value is already known for me here. How much it is? L square minus L square divided by 4. L square minus of L square divided by 4. This will become for me L square plus this one is 2 alpha 2. L square will go inside. So it is L square into delta t. Right? Minus this one is nothing but of your L square divided by 4. If it is multiplying with inside and this is your negative term, that will become for me 2 times of alpha 1 into your L square divided by 4 into your delta theta. Then anything is getting simplified in this one, you see right now. This will go here right now. 2 ones are, this one is nothing but 2 2s. Okay. Anything else is getting cancelled, see right now here. Everywhere will L square will get cancelled. Or else I'll keep this 2 here as it is. This 2 as it is and this 4 also as it is right now here. Okay. Now L square minus L square by 4. So what I'll be getting right now, see the relation. This one is 2 alpha 1 L square by 4 into delta t. So
we'll get 2 alpha 2 L square L square
2 alpha 2 L square will get cancelled everywhere, no? Will it not get cancelled?
no sir, the L square plus that L square will be cancelled.
Because this side is completely L square minus L square by 4. Here it is L square, here it is L square, here it is L square, and here also L square. See better, anything is getting cancelled in this one. L square minus L square by 4. Delta t is very, very small. So if you multiply anything with your smaller terms, this will become still smaller part for me. That means it is your L square minus here. If I take L square to be common, because I opened this bracket, and this is also minus. This one is also your minus. Yeah, fine. So here this will become for me L square. If I'm taking common L square and L square, this is 1 minus 1 by 4. That is equals to L square plus this one is nothing but of your 2 times of your alpha 2 into L square into delta theta minus L square by 4 minus 2 alpha L square by 4 into delta theta. So everywhere L square will get cancelled. And this term is 1 minus 1 by 4, still very smaller term basically. So L square 2 alpha into, because I need the relation between what right now? Alpha 1 and as well as of your alpha 2. That means L square into delta t is very small term. L square into delta t is very small term. So See, still can I simplify anything in that one? This 4 will come here right now. So this will become for me 2 if I'm multiplying it with everywhere. So 4 will get cancelled. So this will become for me 2 times means this will become for me 4 times of your alpha 2. And this will become for me, anything will get cancelled. So this will become for me alpha 1. That means alpha 1 should be equal to your alpha 1 should be equal to 4 times of your alpha 2. Third option must be the answer for this one. Because this term is very small beta. These terms are very small terms. I can neglect them. So now remaining term is L square by 4. In this one 2 alpha 2 L square, and it is L square minus 1 by 4. So here it is L square by 4 is 1 left out. So this is your L square by 4. So this one is minus
Sir,
S beta.
in the last word, one step.
Hmm.
2 alpha 2, no, not that. The one
This-
above that. Yeah.
Hmm.
L square plus 2 alpha 2 L square delta theta minus L square by 4 minus 2 alpha 1 L square by 4 delta theta is there. Na?
Hmm.
In the LHS L square minus L square by 4 is there. No? So
Yeah.
L square and L square minus 4 will get cancelled. And then 2 alpha 2 L square delta theta minus 2 alpha 1 L square by 4 delta theta will be there. And then in that, if we take common, 2 L square delta theta into alpha 2 minus alpha 1 by 4. And then we get alpha 2 minus alpha 1 by 4 equal to 0. And then we get 4 alpha 2 equals alpha 1.
Yeah, I can take here right now what I can cancel here. If I simplify this one, so it is 2 alpha 2 L square delta theta minus L square by 4. This one is, this one how much I'm getting better?
That can be cancelled, sir. L square and minus L square by 4 can be cancelled.
Here in this one,
The RHS.
these two values.
No, sir. The second
Yes.
value
Okay.
can be cancelled. L square can be cancelled because it's there in the LHS also.
Okay. This one is getting cancelled. L square by 4.
Yeah.
L square by 4 and
L square, the first term.
L square by 4 and L square. This one?
No. The
This
first
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if we take common, we'll get
What I can take common in this one?
in those words, we can take 2 L square delta theta
In this one, I can take 2
L square
L
delta
square delta theta. Yeah.
into
Into this one will become for me
alpha 2
minus
alpha 1 by 4.
this one is 2 times. No? So 2 we took it. No?
We took
This one
common.
is alpha 1. No?
Alpha 1 by 4.
Yeah. Alpha 1 by 4. So this
And
one
then
is L
there
square
0 will be there.
L square by
Then
4.
0 will be there.
Why?
Because we cancelled, no?
This is
It
also
is
cancelled. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
This is
cancelled
cancelled.
here,
For.
that's why we cancelled.
This value will become for me 0.
0.
Okay. L square by 4. L square minus 4. Yeah. So this
Sir,
will become
2
for
L
me
square
0.
theta.
And then 2L square delta theta,
theta will go to that side and becomes
it
0.
will
So
become
this
0.
will also will become 0. This term will go here. That will also will become 0. So
Yeah.
remaining term is right now alpha 2 is
Alpha 2
equals to
minus
alpha 1 by
alpha
4.
minus
Okay,
alpha.
this anyhow is getting cancelled. This will go means this will become for me positive only. No?
Yeah.
Ante kada? Isn't it? That means
So
this
4
will become
alpha
for
2.
me alpha 1 is equals to 4 times of
4
your alpha.
alpha 2.
So which option? Third option will be the
Third
answer.
option, sir.
Okay. Sure. Good question, better. Try to understand the terminology of the questions. We'll be getting lot type of questions based upon this one. 3 rods of equal lengths are being joined to form an equilateral triangle ABC, where D is the midpoint of your AB. The coefficient of linear expansions of this one is given alpha 1, and this 2 is given as of alpha 2. For your AC and as well as of your BC. Distance DC is remaining constant. The term we need to remember, and for what? Very small change in temperature. The moment we are using very small means we need to get in our mind that we are using the binomial expansion concept. So I'm simplifying for this relation right now because H is constant for me. H square is equals to L square minus L by 4. H is constant, so L value can be written as L2 is equals to L1 into 1 plus alpha into delta t. So that value I have written here L into 1 plus alpha 2 into delta t, because for this one alpha value is given as alpha 2 and L value for this one is given as of your alpha 1. So I'm simplifying it, that we'll get the answer for that. Clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Let us try to go for the next question, beta. So tomorrow, what is an exam syllabus? I told you, beta. I have not still prepared the paper. Thermometry and thermal expansion of only solids, no liquids, no. Liquids could also. Sure. This question is a good question. Again, try to write it out this one. The coefficient of linear expansion of crystal. The coefficient of linear expansion of crystal in one direction is alpha 1, and that in every direction perpendicular to it is alpha 2. The coefficient of cubical expansion is You should give me the answers for this one, but I'm giving the options for this one. First option is alpha 1 plus alpha 2. Second option is 2 alpha 1 plus alpha 2. Third option is alpha 1 plus of your 2 times of alpha 2. And fourth one is 2 alpha 2 plus 6 alpha 1. Come on, try to do it. The coefficient of linear expansion of the crystal in one direction is given as alpha 1, and that in the every direction perpendicular to it is given as alpha 2. The coefficient of cubical expansion is equals to how much?
Sir, alpha 1 plus 2 alpha 2.
Yeah, alpha 1 plus 2 alpha 2 bit. How did you got it?
Sir, you gave the formula that alpha equal to alpha x plus alpha.
You know the formula for this one. Gamma is equals to alpha x plus alpha y plus alpha z.
Alpha z.
I hope you remembered it.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Alpha x is given for me how much? Alpha 1.
Alpha 1.
Plus these two are perpendicular because this is your alpha x, this is your alpha y, and this one is your alpha z. This is alpha x is nothing but alpha 1. And remaining two perpendicular are given as of your alpha
So
2
they are
and
alpha 2
alpha.
plus alpha 2.
Yeah. So this will become for me alpha 1 plus 2 alpha 2. Antena?
Yes, sir.
So gamma value is equals to alpha 1 plus 2 times of alpha 2. That means third option is your answer. Clear? Sure. And this question also you should give me the answer. A seconds pendulum gives a seconds pendulum. Seconds pendulum means the pendulum whose time period is equals to 2 seconds. Beta. What do you mean by seconds pendulum? A pendulum whose time period is equals to 2 seconds is called as a seconds pendulum. A seconds pendulum gives correct time, gives correct time at 25 degrees centigrade. At 25 degrees centigrade. First off, the pendulum shaft, the pendulum shaft is thin and is made of steel First off, how many seconds will it lose? How many seconds will it lose per day at 35 degrees centigrade? At 35 degrees centigrade. Alpha of steel is given for us. Alpha of steel is equals to 11 into 10 to the power of -5 per degree centigrade. Okay. So I'll give the options for this one. First option is 1.75 seconds. Second option is 2.5 seconds. Third option is 3.5 seconds. And fourth one is 4.75 seconds. So what is the seconds pendulum I told you better? Seconds pendulum is nothing but a pendulum whose time period is equals to. The second pendulum gives the correct time at 25 degrees centigrade. The pendulum shaft is thin and made up of your steel. How many seconds will it lose per day at 35 degrees centigrade? Isn't it? Alpha of steel is also given. What is the seconds pendulum I told you? The seconds pendulum is nothing but a pendulum whose time period is equals to 2 seconds. Done.
Sir,
It's better.
you should use a formula, no?
Yeah.
T equals half delta T alpha.
Yeah. What is the formula I told you? Delta T by T is equals to half
half
into
into
alpha
alpha
into what?
into delta
Temperature difference into per second అన్నాడు కాబట్టి 86,400
86,400.
seconds. This is your formula. Delta T by T is equals to your half into alpha into delta T. Delta T is what here? Temperature difference. T2 minus T1. T2 is how much for me? 35. T1 is 25. Alpha of steel is also given for me. So you can simplify and get me the answer which is matching with that.
ఇక్కడ సిగ్నల్స్
How much beta?
ఇక్కడ
Half into alpha of steel is 11 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into temperature difference is 35 minus 25 into 86,400 seconds. So it is equals to your half into 11 into 10 to the power of minus 5. 35 minus 25 is how much? How much? ఉన్నారా లేరా అందరూ?
10.
మళ్ళీ చెప్పాలి.
10 sir.
Into 864 into this can be written as 00 can be written as 10 to the power of 2. Raicha? No response. This 10 into 10 to the power of 2. I can remove this one 10 and this can be written as of your 10 to the power of 3. Any problem? So 10 to the power of minus 5, 10 to the power of 3 and 10,000, 10 to the power of.
So the answer is 4.75.
Yeah, 4.75 is the answer. So this is your half into 11 is approximately, I can take it as of your 10 for easy calculation if you need it. Into your 10 to the power of minus 5, 10 power 3 is how much? Minus 2 into 864. It will go into simplified. It will be approximately 4.75 seconds. Okay, now? Done? Everyone is sleeping, I think so.
Completed, sir.
Done, beta?
Yes, sir.
Only 2-3 students are responding. Remaining all students, I don't know what they are doing.
Sir, done, sir.
Yes, sir, done.
Next question. See this question. An iron rod of length 50 centimeter is joined to an aluminum rod of length 100 centimeter. So all measurements refer to 20 degrees centigrade. First of alpha of iron and alpha of aluminium, Al, aluminium, or alpha of iron directly, I'll write. Alpha of iron is equals to 12 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade, and alpha of your aluminium is equals to 24 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. The average linear expansion this term is very important, beta. Average linear expansion coefficient of composite system is dash. Options are 36 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade, 12 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade, 20 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade, and 48 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. Come on, try to do it out. An iron rod of length 50 centimeter is joined to an aluminum rod of length 100 centimeter. All measurements are referred to what temperature? 20 degrees centigrade. Alpha of iron and alpha of aluminum are given for us. The average linear coefficient of your composite system will be equal to your how much? You need to draw the diagram for that one better first. Diagram draw cheyandi, you will get the answer for everyone. Can anyone help me out? So what is the first one, beta? Iron rod. So this one is your iron rod. This one is your iron. The next one is to this one. What type of a rod is attached? Aluminium. Aluminium rod is of 100 centimeters. This one is of your aluminium A. This is 50 centimeters and this is your 100 centimeters. And all the measurements are referred to what temperature? 20 degrees centigrade. So average linear expansion of the composite rod will be equal to how much? Let's see. There will be expansion in the iron when it is at a temperature of your 20. So that expansion is somewhere here right now. Say for example, this is delta L1. And there is expansion even in the composite rod of aluminium. This is delta L2. That means finally we are getting this one. A composite rod where this one is combination of delta L1 plus of your delta L2. Delta L1 plus of your delta L2 part of relation. That means if the initial length is L1, this one is of your L2, this length will become for me how much? L1 plus of your L2. That means expansion in the first rod I can write delta L1 of your steel, iron plus delta L2, that is expansion, delta L2, sorry, delta L2 of your aluminium, and this one is for your steel, must be equal to your delta L of your composite. Composite ante mottam combined ఒకటేసారి ఏదైతే increase అవుతుందో that value can I write like that beta? Now see the question. An iron rod of length 50 centimeter, that is L1, is joined to an aluminum rod of length L2, that is nothing but 100 centimeters, and at all measurements are measured at 20 degrees centigrade. So that means when you are measuring it up to 20 degrees centigrade, there is expansion in the iron by delta L1, there is expansion in the aluminum by your delta L2, because coefficient of linear expansions are different. So average linear expansion of the composite system will be equal to how much? Now the total system is nothing but this one, the new composition, which is the total length will be equal to how much for me? L1 plus of your L2. That means expansion in the steel line, sorry, expansion of iron by steel, sorry. This one is of your iron plus expansion of your aluminium must be equal to your expansion of your composite rod part of relation. Now you know the expansion formula beta. Delta L is equal to how much for me? L1 into alpha 1 into your temperature difference, that is nothing but delta T, plus L2 into alpha 2 into your delta delta, because the temperature is being measured at the same given condition. So that will become equal to your, this will become for me your L1 plus of your L2 into, this one is alpha of your composite, into your delta T, isn't it? So anything I'm getting cancelled in this one beta. So this delta T and this delta T gets cancelled. So remaining is L1 alpha 1 plus of your L2 alpha 2 is equals to L1 plus L2. L1 plus L2 of your alpha of your composite. Now what is asking? Average linear. Average means what for me? Alpha of your composite will be equal to L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 divided by L1 plus L2. So this is your formula. Now substitute in this one and see whether we are getting the answer or not. Clear for everyone? Harshit, Rashekar, Ankit,
Yes, sir.
Abraham, Dhanush, Ardhamainda Malasa Japana. Shall I tell you once again?
Yes, sir.
See beta. We got an iron rod of length 50 centimeter beta initially. This is iron rod of length 50 centimeter. And it is joined to aluminum rod. This is aluminum rod of how much? 100 centimeter. That means L1 is 50, L2 is 100. Now we are measuring it at what temperature? Both of them are being increased to a temperature of 20 degrees centigrade. That means when you heat the iron rod, there will be expansion, Gada. So that expansion in the iron is how much? Delta L1. Expansion in the aluminum is how much? Delta L2. Now this total is expanding linearly, kabatti the composite will become this one. That means the final length will be equal to how much for me? L1 plus L2. That is delta L1 plus delta L2 must be equal to your initial expansion. That is the reason I told you right now. Expansion of your iron plus expansion of your aluminium must be equal to your total expansion of your composite system. Right, Chatla? Is this point clear for everyone, beta?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Now delta L, we know the formula. How do you have written the delta L beta? So we know the formula alpha is equals to delta L by L into delta T. So from this one I have written delta L. Delta L is equals to alpha into L into delta T. This is your formula. So that value I have written for you. L1 alpha 1 into delta T plus L2 alpha 2 into delta T is equals to composite means now it is a total system. So L1 plus L2, alpha of your composite into same temperature, that is nothing but delta T. So everywhere delta T is getting cancelled. So L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 is equals to L1 plus L2 into alpha of composite. So alpha of composite anna, average linear expansion anna, that is one and the same. So average will be equal to L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 divided by L1 plus L2. Like if two velocities are being given, V1 and V2, how do you write the average velocity? V1, V2 plus V2, V3 divided by your V1 plus V2 plus V3 given conditions. In the kinematics, we did not the same way. So alpha of average is equals to L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 divided by L1 plus L2. Now you know everything. Length L1 is given for me how much? 50 centimeters. This one is given in terms of your alpha is given in terms of your 12. Now simplify for that one and get me the answer. See how much I am getting. Which option is matching? You see. Sayyad Fayaz. Fayaz has been joined now. Why so much late? रात में शादी विधि में गए थे क्या?
No sir, internet problems.
नेट प्रॉब्लम हो गया? जब से नहीं थे अभी आया?
हाँ सर.
Oh my God, तो पूरी क्लास हो गई ना यार?
सर रिकॉर्डिंग भेजा सर.
ओके, आर के सर को पूछो फिर, ठीक है?
ओके सर.
How many of you got the answer? अरे बाबा. Alpha average is equals to L1. L1 is how much?
Option 3, sir.
How much? Which option?
Sir, option 3.
Yeah, very
20
good.
into
Yeah,
10
20 into 10
sir.
to the power of minus 6. Very good. 20 into 10 to the power of minus 6 is the answer. So this one is 50 into alpha 1 value is how much beta? Alpha 1 means I'll take for your iron. That is 12 into 10 to the power of minus 6 plus next one is nothing but of your 100 into another one is nothing but of your 24 into 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by L1 plus L2. That is 50 plus of your 100. 10 to the power of minus 6 will become for me common. You simplify it, will be approximately 20 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. You should be getting the answer. Done. Chalo. Next question, beta. A steel rod of length 5 meter. A steel rod of length 5 meter is fixed between two supports. First stop. The alpha of steel is equals to 12.5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. The alpha of steel is 12.5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. The stress in the rod, for an increase in temperature, in temperature of 40 degrees centigrade is x into 10 to the power of 8 Newton per meter square. The value of x is, in the bracket he has given Young's modulus of steel, that is capital Y, is equals to 2 into 10 to the power of 11 Newton per meter square. I hope you remember this formula.
Yes, sir.
What is the formula beta? Thermal stress, I told you.
Young modulus equal to thermal stress by thermal strain.
Exactly. So y is equals to your thermal stress divided by your thermal strain. Isn't it? Thermal stress we need to calculate. So it is a thermal stress is equals to y into your thermal strain. What do you mean by strain? I told you y into change in volume by your original volume, or change in length for the linear expansion. Change in length by original length is your thermal strain in the wire. As alpha is equals to delta L by L into delta theta. So delta L by L can be written as what? Alpha into delta T. So this will be y into alpha into delta T is your thermal stress formula. So thermal stress is equals to y into alpha into delta T. And substitute the values and see how much I'm getting the answer for that one. Y is given for me, alpha is given, and temperature is also given for me. How much the temperature is given? 40. The y value is given how much for me? This one. 2 into y is known as Young's modulus beta. Young's modulus of the steel 2 into 10 to the power of 11 into alpha of the steel is 12.5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 into temperature difference delta theta. Delta theta is nothing but how much for me? 40. So into 40. So that will give me the answer. See what will be the value of your x in that.
So 1000 into 10 to the power of 5
1000
into 10 to the power of 5 is equals to 1 into 10 to the
answer is x into 10 to the power of 8. That means we need to get the answer in 10 to the power of 8.
is 1 into 10 to the power of 8 Newton per.
Yeah, so this will be 1 into 10 to the power of 8 Newton per meter square. That means what is the value of x? Answer x is equals to 1. Clear for everyone? Vachinda andarki? Got it, beta?
Yes, sir.
Take this question as homework, beta. For numericals, please go through the last 3 days of your class notes, beta. Go through the recording, so it will be helpful for your tomorrow's examination. Sure. Read this question, beta. The initial length of the brass and the iron, the initial lengths of brass and iron at 0 degree centigrade used if the difference between their lengths is always 0.2 meter. In the bracket, alpha of bros is 18 into 10 to the power of -6 per degree centigrade, and alpha of your iron is equals to 12 into 10 to the power of -6 per degree centigrade. Okay, the initial length of the bronze and iron you are at 0 degree centigrade used if the difference between their length is always 0.2 meter. So simplify this one and get me the values of your L1 and as well as of your L2. Very good question. Yesterday the homework problem it is based upon the same formulas, whatever you have got it. Difference should be taken and L1 alpha 1 must be equal to L2 alpha 2 because the difference is always remaining for me same. Difference is remaining same means expansion in the both the rods will also be same. Yesterday I did one of the model based upon this question. So please try to do it out and come for the class, and Monday we will be starting with a new topic, that is your expansion of your gases. Okay now? So will you write tomorrow's examination with confidence at least? How many questions tomorrow examination? Did you got any paper pattern?
No, sir.
Okay, chalo. So I hope you somewhat you can write for tomorrow's examination. So try to thoroughly prepare all the formulas of thermometry and try to prepare all the expansion of solids part of relation. Purely solids, I'm not even going for the liquids part. Liquids and gases we'll try to write in the next session of the class. Okay na?
Okay, sir.
Okay, chalo. Take care, beta. Bye.
Bye, sir.